Alright, wrestling fans, this is Thunderbolt Walker, and welcome to this week's edition of Uprising. I'm flying solo this week, so this week's edition is pre-recorded, so enjoy the matches. Alright, wrestling fans, this is Thunderbolt Walker with you, and our opening match has the Uprising champion, Spencer Wallace, defending his title in a one-fall 10-minute time limit match against Mr. America. And Ray Lee, the hired assassin for Spencer Wallace, will be in his corner. And if I was the referee, I would check that because I don't think Ray Lee has a license to be a manager or a corner man, but he is a hired assassin. There's a $1,000 bounty on the head of Bo Sawyer. This Friday, May the 12th, Spencer Wallace will be in a lumberjack match defending the title against Bo Sawyer. A side headlock by Mr. America. Mr. America may want to, he's in the mask. Spencer Wallace now grabbing a hold of the mask. America back to the headlock. He takes Spencer Wallace over. This is where he needs to keep the larger man on the mat. He needs to try to position those shoulders for the 3 count. The title's on the line. One fall, 10-minute time limit. Spencer Wallace, and this is what he's done week after week. He's used the rope. He's used the time limit. He's used the tights, the mask, and there's Ray Lee calling for a timeout. And there are no timeouts in wrestling, but what's happening is Spencer Wallace is getting an official timeout, and he's complaining about the hair being pulled. And I didn't see it. I didn't see any hair being pulled. What's happening is Spencer Wallace is on the outside, and the time limit is ticking. The title's on the line in a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match, and Mr. America is showing a little bit of inexperience. He should have went out. Well, now, if you go outside, you always have Ray Lee to contend with. It would have been a 2-on-1 affair. So Mr. America staying in the ring might have been the smart move. Mr. America now applying the pressure on the arm. Spencer, he tried to go to the rope, but America pulled him back in, and that's a good move. There's a nice forearm by Spencer Wallace. That was a right. Referee's on him. Another right hand. Those right hands are illegal. Nice back elbow. The champion now controlling the action. And he measures Mr. America for a knee to the back. Mr. America now in trouble. Spencer Wallace going for the cover. Just a 2 count. Wallace now defending the title on the Uprising TV show. Oh, look at that. Nice move. Forearm to the back. I thought Mr. America was going to mount an offense. Spencer Wallace caught him with a forearm to the back. Spencer Wallace, you'll notice he pulled down that knee pad and he's sticking that knee into the throat of Mr. America. Mr. America's in trouble. He's going to have to mount an offense. Spencer Wallace now applying the choke over the second rope. That's illegal, and you can see the referee trying to break the hold. Wallace now catapults America in, drops an elbow, and that's a heavy elbow. Oh, you're not going to get him like that. You have to hook a leg. Spencer Wallace, a little bit too sure of himself. And now he opened up his midsection. Oh, he went to the eyes. Anytime Spencer Wallace gets in trouble, he'll go to the eyes, he'll go to the hair. In this case, he'll go to the mask. And those are 3 right hands, and those are illegal. And that was a forearm. That was a legal shot, a legal forearm. Mr. America needs to mount an offense. He needs to reach down inside of him. There. America now firing back up. And there he goes. Spencer Wallace, the Uprising champion, goes back to the eyes. Anytime Mr. America mounts an offense, Spencer Wallace will cut him off by going to the eyes, and there's a nice chop. Time is ticking. The time limit's in favor of the champion. And he's holding Mr. America in the corner. These stall tactics aren't going to work May the 12th because he's going to have 270 pounds of Bo Sawyer in a lumberjack match. You can't run, you can't hide, there has to be a winner. It's May the 12th. Oh, there's Mr. America now with a chop of his own in the corner. He has the Uprising champion in the corner, another chop. Mr. America's wasting time. He's asking the fans he needs to stay on him. And there's the third chop. Yep. America backed off and he gave Spencer Wallace about 3 feet, and that was enough for him to poke him in the eye. There's a knee to the midsection. Into a neck breaker. Nice neck breaker. Now go for the cover. We could see a new champion right here. That was a good neck breaker, just a 2 count. Mr. America now, John with the referee. He needs to get back on the champion. Wallace now taking. He's not anxious to make it to his feet. Yeah. Spencer Wallace was playing possum, and he gave America that double thrust to the throat. And there's a splash in the corner. Spencer now taking America. Shooting him across, and it looks like he ate a knee. Into a bulldog, nicely done. Nice bulldog from the second rope. And Ray Lee now to the apron. He has no business being up on that apron, no business whatsoever. But what he's done is he's diverted the attention of Mr. America. Wallace now in position with a backslide. And Ray Lee held Spencer Wallace's foot for additional leverage, and that allowed the backslide to gain the 3 count. And the winner and still the Uprising champion with the help of Ray Lee is Spencer Wallace.
Support your favorite wrestler by getting their official IWAU licensed merchandise. T-shirts, DVDs, pictures, and more. Be sure to also grab those tickets to our upcoming shows. Get all of this and more every Tuesday night, live in Noble, Illinois at IWAU Uprising. IWA Unlimited. Pro wrestling at its finest.
Well, now we have one half of the tag team champions, Kyle Piper, in the ring.
Decided he wanted to come out here during my match. I had it well in control and try to take my leg out. Now I've got a small hunch that Frank White had a little bit to do with that. Because everybody knows me and Frank White used to team. We used to be tag team champions ourselves. And Frank White knows that I'm the better wrestler. But I got a big problem with Jeremy Travis.
Well, here's Big, Mean, and Nasty, Frank Wyatt in the ring.
I wasn't even in the damn match.
Well, we need to get some referees out here. We need to get some law and order out here right now. We're going to see a fight. Because these two former tag team champions do not like each other. Well, Kyle Piper just told Frank Wyatt that size is all he had. Now here comes Jeremy Travis. Kyle Piper was calling out Jeremy Travis. Travis, if you'll remember last week, hit him from behind, tried to take out his knee. But now Kyle Piper is in the lion's den as he's got Jeremy Travis and Frank Wyatt both in the ring. Well, here comes Thunderbolt Walker, the other half of the tag team champions. The odds are now even. It's 2-on-2. We have referees in the ring. And we have a volatile situation on Uprising as we have the tag team champions of Kyle Piper and Thunderbolt Walker. And here comes the commissioner. The commissioner, Stephen Davis, is out with the referees trying to establish some kind of law and order. Frank White and Jeremy Travis look like they're ready to fight right now.
You two.
Well, the ringside fans do not like our commissioner.
The problem's with you two. Yeah. The fact of the matter is you guys are hiding behind those championships. Yeah, you're hiding behind them. So I tell you what we're going to do.
We're going to solve that problem right here, right now. We're going to have ourselves a tag team title match. Ring announcer, make it official.
Well, this is an unsigned match, but Stephen Davis has made it official. The commissioner is forcing the tag team champions to defend the titles.
Tag team championship.
It'll be a one-fall match with a 10-minute time limit. The titles will be on the line.
Jeremy Travis and Frank Wyatt.
The challengers, Jeremy Travis and Frank Wyatt.
And their opponents, they are the IWAU Tag Team Champions, Kyle Pfeiffer and Brandon Walker.
But we have an unscheduled title match right here on Uprising. We have a special edition, and here we go. We have four guys that do not like each other. Jeremy Travis, Frank Wyatt will challenge the team of Thunderbolt Walker and Kyle Pfeiffer for the tag team championship. This was an unscheduled match, but it has been signed by Stephen Davis, and here we go. Kyle Pfeiffer starting the match against Frank Wyatt. Two former tag team partners. Kyle Pfeiffer claims that he carried the team all those years. And they lock up in the center. Nice arm drag by Frank Wyatt. He has pressure on the arm of Kyle Pfeiffer. Nice roll through. Followed by a forearm and another. Well, these two wrestlers should know the weakness of the other. They team together so many times. Pfeiffer using his height as an advantage. He has that leverage, that choke. Followed by a shoulder tackle and another shoulder block. And he takes the arm of Wyatt. The focus seems to be on the arm of Frank Wyatt. Early on, it's still early. One fall, 10-minute time limit. There's a twist and another. And a double snapmare attempt. Pfeiffer ducks out of the way. They get the big guy over into the armbar. And now Walker driving a knee into the arm of Frank Wyatt. And that's where you want to keep Big, Mean, and Nasty. You want to try to keep him on the mat, because when he gets up, he can use his size and strength. And that's what he did. He powered out of that armbar. And there's a tag by Jeremy Travis. And this is an interesting team. Frank Wyatt is the power, the size, and Jeremy Travis is like a buzzsaw. He has several submission moves in his back pocket. He can use it any time. He's fast, he's aggressive, and really the one word to describe Jeremy Travis is that he's tough. He took that tackle, and there's an arm drag. The focus has been on Jeremy Travis's left knee the past couple of weeks, but right now, Kyle Pfeiffer, Brandon Walker on the arm, and there's a kick to the left arm of Jeremy Travis, followed by an arm wringer, putting pressure on the wrist, the elbow, and the shoulder. And Travis is on the mat. And now Kyle Pfeiffer can use his height and put a lot of leverage and a lot of pressure on that arm. And that's what he's doing right now, trying to gain a submission. The referee's asking Travis if he wants to give it up, and Travis is saying no. That's like saying he gives up the chance to be a tag team champion, and he is simply not going to do that. And there's the tag. Walker now up to the top rope. Comes down with an elbow across the left arm. Within the 5 count of the referee. And now Travis now with a drop toe hold, floats over. Oh, and he just doesn't mess around. He puts the forearms into the back. Walker now backs Travis into the wrong part of town. You'll notice Travis went back to that corner. Yeah, he knew Big, Mean, and Nasty was waiting on him. And there's a big forearm by Frank Wyatt. And now he's using that weight as a weapon, putting the knee across the chest and the throat of Thunderbolt Walker. Wyatt now shoots him in. Oh, he caught the boot. He caught the boot of Walker, but there's an enziguri kick to the back of the head. A big kick this early. Going for a cover. Oh, Wyatt with a big, strong kick out. Nicely done. too early to go for a cover, but you never know. And now Wyatt now with a side headlock. And this is a smart move by Wyatt. You'll notice he's putting all that weight, all that leverage on the chest and the neck of Walker. And Frank Wyatt, I mean, he's big enough, he can use this headlock as a pin attempt. He's trying to, Walker now using leverage. He's got both hands locked around the nose and the jaw of Wyatt, and that's a vicious move. And I couldn't tell from here if Wyatt used the hair or not. I couldn't tell. But this is an example of leverage, moving a bigger man. Walker using both hands locked around the jaw. Yeah, there's the hair. Frank Wyatt had a handful of hair. Now they come back up, working up to their feet. Wyatt now into his corner. Jeremy Travis with the tag, and there's a couple of forearms, and you'll notice the challengers are keeping the action in their side of the ring, and that's smart. That's how you win tag team matches. You keep the action on your side of the ring. We're halfway through the contest. Travis now shoots Walker. There's a reversal into an abdominal stretch. Walker caught Travis in the abdominal stretch. And these four competitors, really, they're not afraid to attempt the submissions. There's been a lot of submission attempts between the combination of Jeremy Travis and Brandon Walker, Kyle Piper. And Frank Wyatt's not afraid to go for the submissions. He was going for that headlock. And here's an armbar attempt. There's an armbar attempt. Travis is trying to resist it. But Walker hip tossed out of that abdominal stretch into the armbar. Now you'll notice Travis used his legs, pushing down on the ankles of Walker, and that took away the leverage, and he moves into a front headlock. And you'll notice whenever Travis makes a maneuver, it's into his own corner. And there's Wyatt waiting on him. You have 300 pounds of Frank Wyatt waiting on Thunderbolt Walker in the corner, and Travis maneuvered into that position. Now, there's a big backdrop, and I mean, he was up in the air 6 or 7 feet. An elbow, a big heavy elbow. This could be it. Just a 2 count. Frank Wyatt can make a simple move like an elbow and a headlock and a chin lock effective with his size. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's wearing down one half of the tag team champions. Well, you hear the fans behind Walker. The fans are somewhat mixed in this affair. It's an interesting matchup. There's a jawbreaker by Walker, followed by a drop kick, and he's unable to get the bigger man off his feet. Walker now trying to set up. Oh, he missed the drop kick from the second rope. He missed the drop kick from the second rope, took a chance, and it did not pay off. And now Travis dropping the knees and the shins across that arm. The focus point is going to be on that left arm of Thunderbolt Walker. Actually, the right arm of Thunderbolt Walker. Travis now has the armbar applied. And it looks like Travis is trying to set him up. Yeah, he's setting him up for a choke. He's setting him up for the choke. It's a sleeper hold. Referee's going to have to step in to make sure it's not a choke. As Jeremy Travis is an expert in submissions, he can slip that arm underneath and make it a choke and hide it from the referee. There's a reversal now. Walker with the sleeper. And Travis, you'll notice. Oh, nice leverage move. Oh, and Walker caught the steel part of that turnbuckle. That steel part of the turnbuckle that connects the post and the turnbuckle. Oh, man. Caught her right in the arm. Yeah, and there's there is a red goose egg on that arm, I promise you. You can take my word for that. And now the challengers are going to isolate that arm. There's a hammerlock. Oh yeah, here's an old maneuver. A hammerlock body slam on that arm. And Wyatt is in firm control of this match. He drops that knee on the arm. They're going to be after that arm this whole time. They will focus the rest of their attack on that left arm.
1 minute remaining.
Oh, and Wyatt misses. He missed that knee. And there's a couple of shots, and there's the tag. Walker with the smart move, making the tag to Piper. And a big shoulder block by Kyle Piper. And he gives Jeremy Travis a forearm for good measures. And now Frank Wyatt is being isolated in the ring, and that's a smart move. The tag team champions now with a fast break offense to end the match. Here we go. And it's time now. They're going to put the finishing touches on Frank Wyatt and Jeremy Travis. Piper now with a cover. Referee a little late getting down there. Walker now with the step over toe hold into the figure 4 leg lock. Wyatt with a headbutt to this midsection. There's a lot of action in the ring. Piper with a right hand. Shoulder blocks by Frank Wyatt in the corner. And he hooks up Kyle Piper in a small package. Referee now just gets a 2 count. Piper fighting his way back up. Jeremy Travis this whole time, the past 10 to 15 seconds, has been in the figure 4 leg lock. The time limit has expired, and the referee has the power to render a decision. He has the power to declare a winner. The match to me looked 50-50. It's hard to declare one team.
A time limit draw. It is a no contest.
Yeah, that match was an even match. The referee declared it a draw. But these teams will meet again. Well, the fans at ringside are calling for 5 more minutes. And that's an advantage to the challengers. That is an advantage to the challengers. Because right now the titles will stay in the possession of Kyle Piper and Brandon Walker. The time limit expired and the referee rendered the decision a draw. The ringside fans want 5 more minutes. And I'm going to guarantee you all 4 competitors want the additional 5 minutes. The referee trying to make a decision. Let's make a decision, referee. Do we get the 5 minutes or not? All 4 competitors want the additional 5 minutes. The challengers want the 5 minutes to try to wrest the titles away. The champions look like they just want to fight. Wyatt's claiming a cheap shot, but I did not see a cheap shot that whole 10 minutes. I saw a good wrestling match. Both teams exchanging holds and counter holds. The momentum shifted 2 or 3 different times. Once in favor of the champions, once in favor of the challengers, and back and forth. I did not see a cheap shot. Well, that's one thing. The wrestling fans are behind the tag team champions, and that could give them an edge. Whenever it's an even match like that, the wrestling fans could give the advantage to the champions. Could give them that extra shot of adrenaline. Now, this is what I don't agree with. Stephen Davis is obviously taking sides in this affair. He is the commissioner. He's supposed to be impartial, but he's huddled with the challengers.
The referee declared this match a draw. What I'm going to do about that is I'm going to give you more than that. I'm going to give you 20 minutes. But not tonight. Friday, May 12th. 20-minute time limit. Those belts are on the line.
Well, May the 12th. Bell time 7:30. The tag team championship will be on the line in a 1-fall 20-minute time limit match, and that's something I'm looking forward to.
Subscribe right now to our YouTube channel so you can view our previous episodes of Uprising, and you can see our action-packed events before anyone else. IWA Unlimited, pro wrestling at its finest.
Put the chain down. You'll get your chance Friday, but tonight you need to put that chain down.
Well, Shake Barzini's ready for the dog collar chain match that's May the 12th.
This is an arm wrestling contest, Jake. This is one of Scott Zeus of Olympus Parker's Olympic challenges. Put the chain down.
Well, Barzini's ready for the chain match that's scheduled for May the 12th. But this week he has an arm wrestling match with Zeus of Olympus as part of the Olympic Games dedicated to Zeus, the newly crowned champion. Zeus won the championship in the first installment of the Olympic Games in a pro wrestling match. Last week they met in a boxing match.
You can either play with the chain, or you guys can play with fire.
Oh, and there's a special twist.
Let's go.
There are going to be 2 candles lit and placed on the table. The loser of the arm wrestling match will have his hand burned.
Put the chain down.
Well, to say that the issue between Shank Barzini and Zeus of Olympus is heated is an understatement. Zeus robbed him of the title, and they had one of the most memorable matches that we've had on Uprising. That boxing match last week was a great match.
Championship match coming up this Friday. But I'm afraid you're not going to make it there because I'm going to have to suspend you if you do not put that chain away. Just put it down.
Well, to be honest, it's to Shank's advantage to take that chain
I'll
off.
see you.
He doesn't want a chain wrapped around his neck during an arm wrestling match. But evidently, the chain bothers Zeus of Olympus. Well, the fans are solidly behind the champion. He's probably the most popular champion the IWAU has ever had. He was the busiest and fightingest champion. Thunderbolt Walker in the corner of Shank Barzini. The Uprising champion Spencer Wallace in the corner of the heavyweight champion Zeus of Olympus. Both of them have towels ready that have been soaked in water. A lot of preparation for this event. It's an arm wrestling match. 2 candles have been lit. The loser will have his hand slammed into a burning candle. Shank now getting himself psyched out, getting himself ready for this arm wrestling match. And there's a lot to be there's a lot on your mind. Somebody's going to get burned. And we're just mere days away from May the 12th and their big dog collar match. And you can see the flames, ladies and gentlemen. This is an arm wrestling match, part of the Olympic Games, with the special challenge that their 2 candles be lit. Zeus of Olympus is somewhat apprehensive to get in the grip of Shank Barzini. This is Zeus's Olympic challenge, but he's having second thoughts. He's been in the ring with Shank Barzini numerous times. He knows how strong Shank is. So maybe he's having second thoughts for a reason, and Zeus and Shank lock up. Well, Zeus of Olympus evidently has another problem. He doesn't like the grip. Thunderbolt Walker trying to keep Shank focused on the arm wrestling contest. Shank has his thoughts on the dog collar match coming up May the 12th. That's Shank Barzini's match. And here they go. They're locked hand in hand as they are ready for the arm wrestling match. Stephen Davis, the commissioner, I would feel better about this if Stephen Davis was outside the ring. But as the commissioner, he's overseeing the arm wrestling match. We have 2 referees. They both have towels that are soaked with water. Yeah, they need to get Spencer Wallace out. He could be in the corner, but he needs to be outside. The referees are not making Spencer Wallace leave the ring. He needs to be outside. And here they go. Shank Barzini, Zeus of Olympus. Shank Barzini on the right, Zeus of Olympus on the left. And their hands are locked. This is an arm wrestling match. And there is a candle lit on each side. The loser will have his hand burned by that candle. And right now, the challenger, the champion, Zeus of Olympus, has the advantage. Barzini is just a mere inch away from being burned, but here he comes with that rush of adrenaline. When you feel that heat, you know that adrenaline kicks in your body. Oh my God! Zeus of Olympus just grabbed that candle and put it in the face of Barzini. That is totally uncalled for. That was a cheap shot. You know it was premeditated. Zeus of Olympus now burned. Shank Barzini with that candle. Head first into the table. Walker now getting into the ring. You got to get in the ring. Zeus of Olympus now choking Shank with that chain. He just burned him with that candle. Spencer Wallace sticking his nose in his where it does not belong, into Walker's eyes. But you notice Zeus of Olympus has the chain around Shank Barzini. He is choking him with that chain. He burned him with a candle, and now he's choking him with that chain. This is uncalled for. There is no reason for this. This is premeditated. Oh, and they need to get a wet towel. Yeah, they need to get one of those wet towels on the face of Barzini. He was burned, and he was choked by that chain. They need to get him back. He needs medical attention. That was a cheap shot by the champion. And if Stephen Davis is any kind of commissioner, he would suspend Zeus of Olympus. But what we've got to remember is Stephen Davis is the manager of Zeus of Olympus. So he's going to turn a blind eye to what just happened.
As far as I can tell, Zeus of Olympus is still ready to compete.
Now what's he announcing? He's announcing Zeus is ready to compete. Oh, he did not fail to show up. He's in the back taking care of his face. It was burned by the candle. Zeus of Olympus stuck that candle in Shank's face. And the commissioner, Stephen Davis, is forcing the referee to raise the hand of Zeus of Olympus. Officially, it's going to go down. The winner by forfeit. By forfeit is Zeus of Olympus, and this is an injustice. Well, now we have a one-fall match with a 10-minute time limit. It's a special challenge match. Cash Borden with a black shirt taking on the assassin Joey O'Reilly. And I'm going to tell you something. I am still disgusted what I just witnessed, what I was a part of in that arm wrestling match. Zeus of Olympus knew that Shank Barzini was going to slam his hand into that candle, and he took the opposite candle and put it in Shank's face. And that was a disgusting display of sportsmanship. There is no part in professional wrestling for an action like that. I am still disgusted. And now we have a one-fall match with another wrestler in Stephen Davis' stable, Joey O'Reilly, the assassin, taking on Cash Borden. If I was Cash Borden, I would have my eye open. I would be looking over my shoulder. I know you need to focus on your opponent. But after the shenanigans, Stephen Davis is the commissioner, so evidently he feels that he can get away with just about anything. But what he needs to remember is we do have a board of directors. We have a board of directors. We have referees who report to that board. And Stephen Davis will not get away. Zeus of Olympus will not get away with what happened to the number one challenger, Shank Barzini. And now to the business at hand. This will affect the top 10 ratings. Both of these wrestlers on a roll. Cash Borden, a crowd favorite, against Joey O'Reilly. who is on a roll. He is one of the fastest rising stars in professional wrestling. There's a nice nip up right after that shoulder tackle. That's what I'm talking about. Joey O'Reilly is athleticism personified. Nice head scissors by Cash Borden. Catapulted O'Reilly to the outside. Cash now. From one side of the ring to the other. With a suicide dive. And that knocked the assassin into the wall. Joey O'Reilly rolled back into the ring. He does not want to be on the floor with Cash Borden. Cash Borden's a brawler. He has scientific knowledge, but he prefers to brawl. Nice leverage move by the assassin. And now the assassin with a drop kick right after he set Borden on the top rope. He caught him with a drop kick. And that takes athleticism, fans. You may not like his attitude, but Joey O'Reilly is one of the best athletes in the world of professional wrestling. And he has Cash Borden on the floor. Oh, pulled a psych job, and there's a nice, he slid through the ropes, delivered a nice right hand into the ring steps. Now he throws Borden into the ring. And I thought O'Reilly was going to go to the top, but he didn't. Cash Borden caught him with a big kick to the midsection. Nice takedown. Borden now misses the kick, misses the stomp. Side headlock into a waist lock. O'Reilly with forearms. Borden now takes the left arm. Face first goes O'Reilly. Nice move, nice leverage move. And just a 2 count. Cash Borden hit that reverse Russian leg sweep, put the face of Joey O'Reilly into the mat and gained a 2 count. And I think O'Reilly went to the eyes. Oh, there's a nice vicious forearm. Head first now into the turnbuckle. O'Reilly now. And that looked to be like a straight right hand. The referee on his case about it. Yeah, Cash Borden. Oh, Cash Borden now. With that sudden burst of adrenaline with a nice drop kick. Hit that drop kick, going for the cover. Yeah, O'Reilly too close to the ropes. O'Reilly. He's got a vicious streak, and there's a reverse jawbreaker. He's always been a great athlete. There's an example of it right there. There's that drop kick. He's always been a great athlete, but here lately, he's developed a vicious streak. Nice standing moonsault by O'Reilly. This could be it. Just a 2 count. O'Reilly under the tutelage of Stephen Davis has never looked better. And you got to think that a championship is just around the corner for the assassin Joey O'Reilly. There's a nice reversal by Borden. Up and over goes O'Reilly into the backflip and another one. Borden. Oh, Borden caught him with a monkey flip. A handspring out of that monkey flip. Missed the kick. 5 minutes gone. Missed the kick. Oh, and he caught another one. He missed the round kick, followed it up with another one. O'Reilly caught Borden with a round kick of his own. They're both down. We passed the 5-minute mark. And now the referee delivering the count. The fans are solidly behind Cash Borden. 4 months ago, Joey O'Reilly was the most popular wrestler in the IWAU. Now he's among the most hated. But I will be honest about it. O'Reilly has never looked better. And there's a big, vicious kick, and he'd go for the cover right now. You kick a guy in the face that hard, you go for the cover. Well, O'Reilly's making a mistake, in my opinion. I think he should go for the cover. But he's going to go up to the top rope. He wants to add insult to injury. But I think he should have gone for the cover. And now Borden has him hooked, and he delivers a nice hip toss off the top rope. Oh, and a super kick into a face buster on the floor, or on the mat, followed by a senton for the cover. Oh, and I thought he had him. That was a near fall. That was a near fall. 2 3/4, and this is where Cash makes the mistake. The fans love him. He has a great relationship with the fans, but he'll waste time. Yep, he'll waste time. Samoan drop. Just a 2 count, but Borden will waste some time and communicate with the fans. The fans love it, but I'm going to tell you, it gives his opponent time to recuperate, and that's what happened. But the fans are solidly behind Borden. No doubt about it. There's a forearm by O'Reilly. This has been a highly competitive match. Oh, and that 360 that cost him into a super kick. This could be it. Referee a little bit late getting down. I'm going to tell you something. That referee was late getting down. And they were close to the ropes. Referee had to maneuver between the wrestlers and the ropes, and that cost Cash Borden the match. I think he would have had him. Referee a little bit out of the position, but he had to maneuver, and this was not the fault of the referee. He had to maneuver between those ropes. Borden misses the charge. Up and over. Here we go. Borden has him set up. Has him set for the tarantula, and he's got it locked. This can apply a lot of pain, a lot of pressure, but you cannot end a match like this because they're both on the ropes. Referee breaking them. O'Reilly now is in big trouble. He's flat on his back, and Borden now from the outside in. Oh, and that was all the weight on O'Reilly. God, one move like that can end a career. That was all of his weight on the chest. He ducked underneath. Nice reverse suplex. Just a 2 count. And now Borden with a submission hold. He's in a back bridge, pulling back into a chin lock out of the bridge. Wicked gain of submission. I'm not sure where O'Reilly's going to go. He's trying to make his way toward the ropes. But Borden's got that bridge, and he's going to have to be careful not to put his own shoulders down. O'Reilly made it to the ropes. Referee calling for the break. And now O'Reilly's in the corner trying to regain his senses. There's 1 minute remaining. These two have gone toe-to-toe for 9 minutes. There's that big punch. They have 1 minute remaining. There's a spear. Vicious spear by Joey O'Reilly. This is it. There's the 3 count.
Fairs, festivals, schools, and fundraisers. IWAU would like to come to your town. If you're looking for something new, fresh, and fun, IWAU can provide dynamic entertainment for your county fair, festival, or business outings. Send us an email right now at iwauwrestling@gmail.com and we will send you our press kit. IWA Unlimited, pro wrestling at its finest.
Oh, man. This is our main event, and Ray Lee Fouquet is going to start before the bell. He's the hired assassin to go after Bo Sawyer. There's a $1,000 bounty on Bo Sawyer, placed on the head by Spencer Wallace, the Uprising champion, and Ray Lee is going to look to collect. And he jump-started the match. He hit Sawyer from behind before the bell. And this is our main event. It's a bounty match. Ray Lee is in the ring with Bo Sawyer with one thing on his mind, and that is to put Bo Sawyer in the hospital. Bo Sawyer has a match signed May the 12th, a lumberjack match against the Uprising champion Spencer Wallace. And as soon as that match was signed, Spencer put a $1,000 bounty on the head of Bo Sawyer. Matt Maverick the past couple of weeks has tried to collect. Bo Sawyer sent him packing. And now Ray Lee is trying to collect that bounty. And Ray Lee is a veteran of the mat wars. We haven't seen him in the past several weeks, but he's a veteran. He knows that Bo Sawyer is bigger, he's stronger, and he jumped in from behind. He jump-started the match. Yeah, he's in the eyes, and I don't care how big you are. If you can't see, you can't fight. Ray Lee into the eyes again. He will use that 5 count. He'll break right before that referee hits the 5 count. And his game plan appears to be the neck of Bo Sawyer. Spencer Wallace and Matt Maverick had that chair wrapped around the neck of Bo Sawyer last week. And if it wasn't for the interference of Mr. America, there's no telling what kind of damage would have been done to the neck of Bo Sawyer. Now Sawyer is literally fighting for his career. He is fighting for his life against Ray Lee, a veteran of the Mat Wars who jump-started the match, jumping from behind, and there's a double thrust to the throat and the chest area of Bo Sawyer. This is a bounty match, $1,000 on the line, and you'll notice Ray Lee has not gone for a cover. To put it simply, a 1-2-3 will not put Bo Sawyer in the hospital. This is what he's wanting to do right now. He's got Sawyer over the rope, he's choking him, he's working on that neck, and Ray Lee has one goal, and that is to put Bo Sawyer in the hospital so he won't make it to May 12th. He won't make it to that lumberjack match. Ray Lee now putting pressure on the trapezius muscle of Bo Sawyer, and that's around that neck area. Sawyer now's in trouble. We have a 1-fall, 15-minute time limit in our main event, and Sawyer's in trouble. He doesn't want to take 15 minutes of this. He's going to have to make a comeback. He's going to have to mount an offense. Ray Lee making a little bit of a mistake there. He's showboating a little bit. Yep, Sawyer reverses it. Nice! That was a big slam, a spine buster by Bo Sawyer. And there's Joey O'Reilly and Spencer Wallace. They are hitting the ring, and they are putting the boots to Bo Sawyer. I mean, oh, there's the Intimidator Josh Totten. The Intimidator Josh Totten with a big press slam. He throws O'Reilly down, flying forearm into Spencer Wallace. Ray Lee catches him from behind. It's still a 3-on-2 affair. It is 3-on-2. This is ridiculous. Here we go again. It's 3-on-2. Joey O'Reilly, Spencer Wallace, Ray Lee. And now they're going to try to put out the Intimidator, Josh Totten and Bo Sawyer. They've got Bo Sawyer and Josh Totten in trouble. Their careers are in jeopardy. Here comes Cash Borden. Cash Borden just hit to even up the odds. He throws the assassin out of the ring. And now Cash Borden with chops and right hands on Ray Lee. Shoots him into the rope with a big clothesline. And now Ray Lee is on the outside, and you'll notice when the odds are even, Joey O'Reilly, Spencer Wallace, Ray Lee will go to the floor. They won't get in the ring. There's a big suicide dive by Cash Borden onto the floor. Cash needs to get back into the ring. He's got partners in Bo Sawyer and the Intimidators. Josh Totten. Yeah, Spencer Wallace, he won't get in the ring now. The odds are even. He won't get in the ring now. But on May the 12th, he's not going to have a choice.
Friday is finally almost here. The lumberjack match for that Uprising title. You know, I've seen a different side of you here lately, paying other people to come and take me out. Put a $1,000 bounty on my head. That's a different side I've seen of you. Well, guess what, Spencer? This Friday, you're going to see a side of Bo Sawyer you didn't know existed. So you'd better...
Hold him up! Hold him up!